Hi all, in this video we are going to discuss a numerical problem of reheat regenerative vapor power cycle. We already discussed about reheat and regenerative cycle in previous videos. The links of those videos are given in description. The question is, consider a reheat regenerative vapor power cycle with a feed water heater. The steam enters the first turbine at 15 megapascal 600 degrees Celsius and expands to 2 megapascal. Then the steam is reheated to 600 degrees Celsius at the same pressure. The steam for feed water heater is extracted from the low pressure turbine at the pressure of 0.5 megapascal, and the remaining steam is expanded to a condenser pressure of 10 kilopascal. Determine A. The fraction of steam extracted from the turbine for feed water heater. B. Thermal efficiency of the cycle. C. Mass flow rate of the steam in kilogram per hour if cycle produces 120 megawatt. Pressure at the inlet of high pressure turbine, that is same as boiler pressure. P1 equals P9 equals 15 megapascal, that is 150 bar. Temperature at the inlet of high pressure turbine. That is T1 equals 600 degrees Celsius. Reheat pressure is given. It is P2 equals P3 equals 2 megapascal, that is 20 bar. Temperature after reheating is given, that is T3 equals 600 degrees Celsius. Intermediate pressure of low pressure turbine, which means at that pressure some amount of steam leaves the low pressure turbine and goes to feed water heater. It is P4 equals P8 equals 0.5 megapascal, that is 5 bar. Also, condenser pressure is given. It is P5 equals P6 equals 10 kilopascal, that is 0.1 bar. Power output is given. It is 120 megawatt. Now, from molar chart, we can find the condition of steam at state 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. At state 1, that is at the inlet of high pressure turbine, pressure P1 equals 150 bar and temperature T1 equals 600 degrees Celsius. So we can locate that point on molar diagram, and we can find the enthalpy at state 1, that is H1 from y-axis. At state 2, pressure is 20 bar. From state 1 to 2, steam undergoes isentropic expansion, that is S1 equals S2. Therefore, we can locate state 2 and we can find enthalpy H2 from y-axis. Process 2 to 3 is reheating process at a constant pressure, that is P3 equals 20 bar, and the temperature after reheating is given. It is T3 equals 600 degrees Celsius. Therefore, we can locate state 3 and we can find enthalpy H3 from y-axis. Process 3 to 5 is isentropic expansion in low pressure turbine, that is S1 equals S5. Also, there is an intermediate state 4 at which some amount of steam leaves the turbine and goes to the feed water heater. It is at 5 bar, so we can locate state 4 and enthalpy H4 can be found from y-axis. At state 5, pressure is 0.1 bar, also S3 equals S5. Therefore, we can locate state 5, that is at the exit of low pressure turbine. The enthalpy H5 can be found from y-axis. Also, we can take the value of dryness fraction at state 5. We can see that state 1, 2, 3 and 4 are in superheated region and state 5 is in wet region. At state 1, pressure P1 equals 150 bar, temperature T1 equals 600 degrees Celsius and enthalpy H1 equals 3580 kilojoule per kilogram. State 1 is in superheated region. At state 2, pressure P2 equals 20 bar. Enthalpy H2 equals 2965 kJ per kilogram. State 2 is also in superheated region. At state 3, pressure P3 equals 20 bar. Temperature T3 equals 600 degrees Celsius and enthalpy H3 equals 3695 kJ per kilogram. State 3 is also in superheated region. At state 4, pressure P4 equals 5 bar. Enthalpy H4 equals 2690 kJ per kilogram. State 4 is also in superheated region. At state 5, pressure P5 equals 0.1 bar. Enthalpy H5 equals 2445 kJ per kilogram and dryness fraction X5 equals 0.938. State 5 is in wet region. At state 6, condition of the working fluid is saturated liquid and pressure P6 equals 0.1 bar. Therefore, from steam table by R.S. Kurmi, at a pressure of 0.1 bar, I am going to take the value of Vf and Hf. Vf6 equals V6 equals 0.001010 meter cube per kilogram and Hf6 equals H6 equals 191.8 kilojoule per kilogram. At state 8, that is also saturated liquid and pressure P8 equals 5 bar. Therefore, from steam table at a pressure of 5 bar, I am taking the value of Vf and Hf. That is Vf8 equals V8 equals 0.001093 meter cube per kilogram and Hf8 equals H8 equals 640.1 kilojoule per kilogram. Okay, now we can draw the TS diagram. We are assuming 1 kilogram of steam is flowing through the boiler and high pressure turbine, and at state 4, that is an intermediate state of low pressure turbine, m1 kilogram of steam is extracted from low pressure turbine and goes to the feed water heater, and the remaining 1 minus m1 kilogram of steam undergoes further expansion and condensation. Work done by low pressure pump, that is WLP equals V into integral 6 to 7 dP, that is V into P7 minus P6. Okay, we know V equals Vf6 equals V6 equals 0.001010 meter cube per kilogram and P7 equals P8 equals 5 bar, that is 500 kilopascal, and P6 equals 0.1 bar, that is 10 kilopascal, and we are substituting the values, and after calculation we will get WLP as 0.4949 kilojoule per kilogram, and also WLP equals H7 minus H6. Therefore, enthalpy at state 7, H7 equals WLP plus H6, that is 192.3 kilojoule per kilogram. Work done by high pressure pump, that is WHP equals V into integral 8 to 9 dP, that is V into P9 minus P8. V equals Vf8 equals V8 equals 0.001093 meter cube per kilogram, and P9 equals 150 bar, that is 15,000 kilopascal, and P8 equals 5 bar, that is 500 kilopascal. And after substituting the values, we will get WHP as 15.84 kilojoule per kilogram. Also, WHP equals H9 minus H8, that is H9 equals WHP plus H8, that is 655.94 kilojoule per kilogram. Now I am going to apply steady flow energy equation to the open feed water heater. In the open feed water heater, m1 kg of steam enters at state 4 and 1 minus m1 kg of liquid enters at state 7 and 1 kg of saturated liquid leaves at state 8. From steady flow energy equation, we can write m1 h4 plus 1 minus m1 into h7 equals h8. That is m1 equals h8 minus h7 by h4 minus h7. After substituting values, we will get m1 as 0.179 kg. That is, if 1 kg of steam flows through the boiler and high pressure turbine, then 0.179 kg of steam is extracted from low pressure turbine at state 4 and goes to the feed water heater, and remaining steam undergoes further expansion and condensation. Work done by turbine, that is WT equals work done by high pressure turbine plus work done by low pressure turbine. That is WT equals H1 minus H2 plus M1 into H3 minus H4 plus 1 minus M1 into H4 minus H5. And after substituting values, we will get WT as 996 kilojoule per kilogram. Net work done, that is Wnet equals work done by turbine minus work done by high pressure pump and low pressure pump. And after substituting values, we will get Wnet as 979.665 kilojoule per kilogram. Heat input Qin equals heat addition in boiler plus preheat, that is H1 minus H9 plus H3 minus H2. And after substituting values, we will get Qin as 3654 kilojoule per kilogram. Thermal efficiency of the cycle or regenerative efficiency equals Wnet by Qin, and after substituting values, we will get efficiency as 0.2681 or 26.81%. Mass flow rate of steam m dot s equals power output by Wnet. Power output is given, it is 120 megawatt, and after substituting the values, we will get mass flow rate of steam, that is m dot s equals 122.5 kg per second. That is 122.5 into 3600 kg per hour, that is 4,41,000 kg per hour. Okay, problem is completed. I hope you understood the problem. If you like the video, subscribe the channel and click the bell icon also. Thank you.